Hello and welcome to Round Class. I'm Greta Hill and I'm so happy to be here with you. Thank you for joining me for my series, Meditating with the 8 Phases of the Moon. So the intention of this series is to help you to attune to the magic and the mystery of the lunar cycle. You'll learn how to work with each energy of the different moon phases to better know yourself and to live in rhythm with the night sky. Today we'll learn about the second phase, the waxing crescent moon, and really awaken our innate creative power to bring our intentions into fruition. So I live in Seattle, where now we have very long and dark nights, making it so perfect for witnessing the different cycles of the moon. I would love to know where you are meditating from. And have you been tracking the moon lately? I've been practicing yoga and meditation since I was a teenager. And as I've shared before, many years ago, I was traveling in India studying meditation, and I met this incredible woman who taught me so much about the moon and how to work with the different lunar phases to better understand the rhythms and the cycles of my own mind and my body, and as well as the cycles of nature. She taught me that based on the moon phase, there are certain times of the month that are better for really creating intentions and planting seeds, and other times for taking action and working in the garden, and other times when you want to do harvesting and rest and really release and compost, right? So learning this completely inspired me and changed the way that I look up at the sky every night. I've learned to map even my calendar and my work projects based on the energies of the moon and choose the type of meditation or yoga practice that I do based on the current moon phase. Okay? Tracking the moon phases and living in rhythm with nature is a way of making the mundane into magic and really recognizing our deep interconnectivity with all that is. So let's continue our journey now and learn about the second phase of the moon, the waxing crescent. This phase occurs for the first few days following the new moon, when there's just like a sliver of moonlight in the sky. And the word crescent comes from the Latin verbal root, or the Latin verb crescere, and this means to grow, which is really what this time is all about. Right? The moonlight is waxing, which means that it's growing in the sky, and it brings with it a sense of renewed energy and rejuvenation. This is the time to start taking actions and really cultivating the seeds of intentions that we've planted. The waxing crescent moon connects us to our creative power. We recognize that to manifest our intentions, we have to trust in our creativity and our ability to move things forward. The waxing moon will support our growth and the positive aligned actions that we take now in our lives. So let's, connect even more deeply with the seeds that we've planted during the new moon so that we can really know that we are the co-creators of our dreams. For those of you who are experiencing this meditation live, today actually is the waxing crescent moon, and it's in the sign of Capricorn. So Capricorn brings the energy of focus, of steady determination and organization. And this is the perfect influence to help us take the first practical steps in manifesting our desires. So before we settle in for our meditation, I see that some of you are calling in from Las Vegas, where the moon is just a sliver, Laguna Beach, and you saw the moon in Miami. I love connecting to the moon. Wonderful. Los Angeles, love the moon. All right, so now we're just gonna get settled from wherever you're joining us from, and you start to get comfortable in your seat. If any questions come up for you during this practice, then please ask in the chat and I'll have the opportunity after to answer. All right, so as we get settled, you wanna make sure that you're comfortable, that your posture is upright but not rigid. So I like to sit up on a meditation cushion. You might want to boost your seat up onto some pillows or a cushion or a folded blanket. And if you're not able to sit on the floor, or it's just more comfortable, you may do this also sitting in a chair. The idea is to be upright through your spine and, alert, but also at ease. All right, so we want to get really firmly grounded to the earth. You might even take the skin, your flesh, and kind of move it back a little bit so you can feel your pelvis rooting down. We root into the earth energy, but we also rise up and stay connected to the higher energies above. Before you close your eyes, I would love to share with you a mudra that we can use for this meditation. And this is called Chin Mudra, which means the gesture of consciousness. For this mudra, we bring the index finger and the thumb together, and we'll take the palms of the hands up on the lap. The index finger represents the individual consciousness, and the thumb represents universal consciousness. When they join together, the limited self is connected to the more spacious universal self. From here, you're welcome to close your eyes to the degree of your comfort. And just take a few moments to really direct your awareness inside. And start to scan your body with your breath and with your awareness. And as you scan, just slowly creating some ease. Soften your belly and allow your breath, every breath, to just gently touch and caress places of tension inside. Let every breath create some softness. You might notice as you breathe that your body gently rocks or that there's a little sway, and that's perfectly fine. We want to have the natural posture without trying to hold ourselves in a rigid way. And keep settling in breath by breath. Our breath helps us to create more sensitivity, a deeper attunement within. If there is tension present in your body, keep adding breath. We're going to do a special breath awareness, 4 parts of the breath, and we can connect these 4 parts to the different energies of the moon. So we'll start at that pause right before the inhalation, that sacred pause that is connected to the new moon. There's stillness and anything is possible. And then we'll inhale and visualize the breath moving up the front side of the body, like the waxing, growing moonlight in the sky. Pause at the very top of your inhalation with awareness in the crown of your head, full, ripe with the breath, like the fullness of the moon. And then exhale down the back side of your body as the energy descends like the waning moonlight in the sky. At the bottom of the breath, pause again. And slowly inhale up the front of your body. Pause at the top of your in-breath. And slowly exhale all the way down the back side. And so we'll stay in this moon cycle breath. A couple of rounds, just connecting to these 4 parts of the stillness, and then the uprising energy, the growing energy through the in-breath. That pause at the top in the full, ripe abundance of the breath. And the slow exhalation at the end, all the way down the back of the body. And please continue several rounds on your own. Enjoy one more full round, enjoying these 4 parts of the breath. And at the end of your exhalation, you can release any kind of control of the breath and allow it to flow naturally. As your breath flows naturally, just simply let your inner body relax. Slowly start to visualize yourself, right? Imagine yourself starting to walk outside, right? Under the dark night sky. And you are safe as you walk outside, right? Taking in the night sky. You feel at ease in the dark. And eventually you find a comfortable place to sit. And this might be a familiar place where you have been before. You perhaps leaning your back against a great tree for support, or maybe sitting somewhere near the ocean. It's dark and it's quiet, but you feel safe and nourished by this darkness. You look up to the sky above and you see the tiny sliver of the moon, a glimmering beacon of light in the night sky. And as you gaze up at the crescent moon, you feel a stir of hope and of possibility inside. And feeling very deeply into your heart, you begin to recall seeds of intention that you have planted. Sometimes as we think about our intentions, we start to doubt ourselves and we wonder if we're even capable of manifesting our dreams, our desires. That limited perspective of self starts to doubt if we're even worthy of our intentions. But our dreams and our desires, our deepest longings are placed in our hearts because we are capable and we are worthy of them. And so we meditate to connect to that more expanded part of our awareness. We'll use a mantra now to remind us of the big mystery, the expansive mystery that is breathing us all. Stay soft with your belly, upright through your spine. And we'll use the mantra, so hum. Really connect to the breath as it moves in and out of you. And with every inhalation, silently repeat so. And as you breathe out, silently say hum. Inhale so. And exhale hum. This is the natural mantra of the breath. And it's also the sound that connects the individual soul with the vastness of all that is, with source energy. So hum means I am that, or that vastness is what I am. That here refers to all of creation, the one breathing us all. So hum, right? I am that. That consciousness from which all of this arose is what I am. And this is an extraordinary thought to meditate with. Stay in that natural flow of breath. Inhaling so, exhaling hum. And as other thoughts arise, simply allow them to be absorbed by the vibration of the mantra. So hum. Keep returning your awareness again and again to this sacred mantra, the natural sound of the breath, repeating itself internally through each and every one of us. So hum. So hum. I am that. The universe creating breath by breath through each of us. Inhaling so, exhaling hum, and keep sending the flow of awareness to the flow of breath, internally resonating, vibrating these words through you. So hum. The mantra can very gently interrupt any other thought that may appear, reminding us of the vastness of our potential, of the big mystery moving through us. So hum. This internal mantra of the breath is a reminder of the great I am creating through us. As you repeat, so hum, the meaning is I am that. Keep repeating again and again internally, feeling the truth of this big mystery. I am that. These are the most powerful and creative words in all of existence. And really trust in your own creative power. And connect to the inspiration of the growing moonlight in the sky, that glimmer of the crescent moon that adds energy to our intentions, to our own creative endeavors. Now that you've begun to connect with that breathes us all, Continue to follow your breath and start to really visualize your dreams, your intentions coming into fruition. Start to breathe life into your dreams as the crescent moon waxes, and stay with the feeling of your intentions really coming true. And keep breathing life into your dreams and focus on the feeling. And gazing up again at the sky, at the moon, right? Stay open and ask to receive any insight or any guidance about what aligned action you can take now to make your intentions your reality. And just stay with that visualization, communing with the growing moonlight, asking to know what is the right action now. You receive guidance from the moon. And just know that you can return at any time, right, to this place under the night sky. You can return again and again, right, to seek the guidance, to seek the communion with the sky. For now, very slowly become aware of the rise and the fall of your breath. And begin to slowly rub the palms of your hands together, right, generating some heat. You can cup your eyes with the palms of your hands. And then open up your eyes into the darkness of your hands. And slowly remove your hands down away from your face. And just look in the space that you're in, at your surroundings. And maybe find something that catches your eye that really is beautiful for you. Maybe a color or a plant or a flower, anything in your space. And just notice that as we notice beauty around us, it really expands, again, the connection to the heart energy. And it's really from there that we begin to co-create our lives. And slowly you can bring awareness back to our shared space together. So the Soham mantra is one of the most powerful mantras in the yoga tradition. And when we truly connect with this mantra and let its meaning resonate in every cell of our being, we're connecting with the power of our creativity. We must trust that our desires are given to us for a reason, and that we can access the tools and the resources and the support that we need to actually make them into our reality. I am that, right? Soham, this is the universe breathing itself into existence through the heart and the mind of every living thing. And we too have this kind of creative power on an individual level. And yeah, we have human limitations, but we can breathe life into our intentions and become the co-creators of our lives in this way. So please take a few moments to reflect on this experience and just notice how it was for you. And if any questions came up for you during this time together, then please feel free to put them into the chat now. Oh, so here's a question coming in. When is the next waxing crescent moon? Well, the waxing crescent moon is always just a couple of days after the new moon. So about 3-4 days after the new moon, it will just begin to be the waxing crescent, and it will stay in that space for about 2.5 days or so. The mudra quickly turned into palms facing up and then down on my knees. Does it matter where my hands are positioned? And can you explain the benefits? Well, it doesn't matter, no, but each different position of the hands will have kind of a different effect. And so chin mudra, the individual and the universal coming together, palms up. Chin comes from the word chit, which means consciousness. And this palms up is a very open, kind of receptive gesture to receive insight and guidance and a connection with something greater. And then when we turn the palms down, which is perfectly fine, because sometimes holding the mudra, the hands can get a little bit tired. If you turn your palms down, that tends to have more of a calming and a grounding, kind of rooting energy. And both are wonderful, and you might kind of play with different hand positions in your meditations and see what really serves you on a given day. Here's a question that says, as I said the mantra, I am, my back started to straighten. Is that normal? Well, a lot of energy moves through the body and the mind during meditation. And so sometimes it's very natural to have like a feeling of your spine getting really long, or you might really get alert and sit tall, and it's like subconscious, it just happens, and it's totally natural and spontaneous. It's nothing to be afraid of. It's just the energy of the mantra and the meditation moving through you. If I do this practice again, will my creativity increase, or will the seeds of my intention bloom into fruition? Well, I hope so. I can't make any promises, but I believe that these words, like, I am that this is the mantra of the breath. It's in everything that breathes. And that this connection with that sort of power that's in all of us and all living things, it connects us to our vastness. And when we're connected to our vastness, we recognize our potential. We believe in ourselves in a different way. And we have to believe in ourselves and our creative power and our potential to make our intentions a reality. So yeah, I do think it helps the seeds sprout a little bit. And I do think that it can connect us with our creativity for sure. Is this mantra something I can practice anytime? And when is the best time? The Soham mantra can be practiced anytime, and it's actually already happening inside of you, because again, it's the natural mantra, the natural sound of the breath. When we consciously sit and do the Soham mantra in this way, it could really be whenever you're doing your meditation practice. It might be in the morning, it might be sort of the mid part of your day, and also at the evening time. Traditionally, the sort of sunrise time and the sunset time, where there's that energy of the transition, is when we have a deep connection to the subtle body, and it's a great time for meditation. All right, I'm going to give you just a little bit of homework to take this practice off of the meditation cushion and really into your life. Write out whatever intention it is that you've created, whatever you're working with for this cycle. Write it out now as a powerful I am statement. And then focus, well, actually, once you write it out, put it somewhere that you'll see it. So write it out and put it around your home or your meditation space, somewhere that you will see it frequently. And then remember the guidance that you received in the end of the meditation from the moon, and take one action step this week to help bring your intention into existence. Okay, keep watching the night sky and track which phase the moon is in. I just want to thank you so much for sharing this sacred time together, and please continue to explore and deepen your meditation with us. You can check out our daily live meditations at round.glass or over on our app. And I hope to see you next week when we'll learn about the next phase of the moon. So happy moon gazing. Thank you.